Okay, like what the
That's
hell?
it. It's a command attention performance at all times. If this start voting in the building and everybody is looking like, all right, okay.
You done buzzed it.
Yeah, they doing that. You know what I'm saying? And my mind,
That is so true.
and another thing they do is move out your way.
Okay.
They do not want to get hit. You ever notice that?
They want to see what you give.
Nobody
but they also want to see what you give. They get in. You see the arm starts crossing. You know, they stepping back. Then they look into the left and the right to see who's getting ready to get in and key. And you know, they give you 60 seconds to eat it. If not, it's a job.
All I'm saying is that if you could be in the middle of 42nd Street, and start voting, and people will stop and start looking at you.
Yes.
Okay? It commands attention. Do not take this thing for granted. Don't take it lightly.
Okay.
Because a person should get on that train, go anywhere, start voting, people are going to stop and stare. That has a power of its own.
Okay.
That commands a performance. And it should be respected. It is a statement, you know. That's why we call it legend statements and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to fit icon in there. I guess that's the thing. Implied.
Yeah, but now it's legendary, and I don't know, legendarier. I don't know. Get it out of here, man.
No, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
My bad.
You know what? Don't
pay that one. No, but there's a lot of politics in the ballroom scene now, and everything is broken down into, smaller bits and pieces on, I don't know if it's because of the population, it's, you have to expand.
You know what is so crazy? Everybody says it's politics in the ballroom now. When was it politics?
Okay.
I missed the memo.
It's just a little more. What they did was they multiplied it and divided it, and like they broke it into more pieces now. Yeah.
Yeah, they just invited it into more states, honey. It's just a whole bunch of more people involved in the same
and more rules and
that
more
was going on before.
More
people involved in the same crap that was going on before. It was politics before, it was shade before, and it's shade now, and it's politics now. Oh, girl, get over it, child. Come serve the girls on the runway. If you can't do that, then shut up. Don't sit down. Have a seat, honey. And even if you don't come out and serve the girls, come out and have a good time and learn something yourself that day about yourself.
We're not
that you can do it.
Just fierce.
Learn something about yourself that day. Prove to yourself that you can do it, that you can turn up like that. Don't worry about all of the rest of the so-called politics and this, that, and the thing. And let me tell you, I was voting Trump one day at the POCC board in Brooklyn. I don't know if the girls remember that. They probably hear right now like that. I was fucking drunk down. I don't know what I was doing up there. I had no business. And the judges was just looking at me with this sympathetic look like, honey, I love you down, but please get it together. Like, you look a hot mess. And I was drunk.
It happens, it happens. Sometimes, you work really hard, you feeling it, and you just, you just caught you in the spirit.
No, I didn't come to walk that ball that day. I just wound up on the floor because
you're feeling lucky, honey. Feeling lucky.
You know what it is? I'm telling this story so the girls know not to just jump on the runway. Don't just jump out there. If you ain't come out there to walk there.
Back then, girl. The girls would have been fierce.
Don't let nobody put a battery on your back and let you up there. The vote was slower than the jogger bunny. No, wow. I was begging you. They look fierce. And I got chopped. And I should have gotten chopped. You understand what I mean?
Right. What's called for?
I just give this accountability at the same time for your performance. There's accountability for you to be there on time for your category. There's accountability for you to go out there and turn it the fuck out. Excuse my language, but that's what you got to do.
Work. I know that's right.
I'm shrugging my shoulders right now and shaking my head. Seriously, like what? What part don't you understand? Be accountable for what you go out there and do. And if you go out there and you give your best performance, guess what you just did? You got video of you making your moments, starting your journey to wherever that road is going to take you. That might not be what you always do.
Yes.
You might not always be on a glowing floor, but it might give you the confidence to focus somewhere else and get somewhere else. Like they had so many have been touched by the ball fever. What is it? Ball fever. I remember when I had ball fever. Oh my God! Shout out to the girls with ball fever.
The temperature was rising.
Where the function? Is the function? I'm going. Where the function? Oh,
who battling? Who's going? Oh, for me. I'm gonna battle her. I don't see her.
You got mad at the girls went to a function without you. Why you didn't tell me?
Okay. Oh, you trying to get your legendary status and leave me behind, bitch? Wow.
Yeah. So how was it?
Okay.
That's always the next question. How was it? It was cute.
It was cute.
Anyway.
It wasn't all that.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you how somebody won.
Those things are priceless. You know, those things are priceless. So don't forget to, you just love your culture at the same time. You don't have to hate, what you call, faggots and cunts and this and the other.
Fagging out.
You gotta love them too. Like, this is what this is getting. Look at this shit. I'm trying to
I remember.
You laugh at it sometimes. It's not that serious.
The first time I went to Clubhouse and I seen everybody voguing, they turned the lights down and it was like everybody was voguing, and I was like, I tilt my head to the side.
No.
What the hell is everybody doing? And everybody started jumping on throwing themselves on the floor. It was a scandal. It was so weird for me because in the beginning you don't see that. You don't see that on an everyday basis. But when you see like a beat, the ha came on. Okay, this is when you.
Okay. They sent you out in that club.
Okay. It was everybody was standing around chilling, right? And everybody was like doing hand performance and like, cute. All right, I'm gonna give you something from the corner, and then the ha will come on. Next thing you know, everybody would like crash into the dance floor, and everybody would start voguing and bumping and throwing shade, and then everybody was dipping at the same time. Next thing you know, I was like, why is everybody throwing themselves on the floor?
I can tell you one cute little thing about being legendary, right? I come to North Carolina. I don't know nobody in North Carolina. I just came out there to visit, like a friend of mine. So I get there, we go to her house, I change, we go to the club. We get to the club, there's a long road and a long line, and there's a lot of people. I get to the top of the road, I got this New York shirt on, and the security guard was one of the previous New Yorker. Saw me and said, is that motherfucker Bonet? He was like, excuse me, let her through, VIP, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, what? I was like, this the legend. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I was cracking up laughing, yo, it was funny. I was happy I had to sit on that line, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I know that's right.
Yo,
you don't have to stand in line at the
club. Sometimes you get those little tricks and those little treats, honey. Okay. But I was in the club, mind you, so I was inside at North Carolina, and I had the same type of experience because they started doing that line dancing that they do down there, fucking it up, and I was just standing there like, like the whole club was moving at the same time, doing the same exact dance, bump, and I mean, I I wish I knew the dance at the time of that. I was like, oh shit. So now, I've never been in North Carolina. I'm down there by myself, and the whole House of Ebony down in North Carolina. Shout out to the House of Ebony in North Carolina.
Shout out.
Came over here and said, Monet! I was like, Ebony. You know, I was at the House of Ebony the whole night, right? Everywhere I go to Russia, we got a House of Ebony in Russia. Shout out to Russia Ebony's art.
Yes.
And we know oh God, I just so happy for the name. Shout out to the whole Russia House of Ebony. I love y'all. The father art Ebony. Aaron, Ebony. It was so wonderful because I can get out there and to have some house family here, you know?
Yes.
So, to go to the ballroom scene, if the ballroom scene is spreading abroad, you might not go out there and be alone. You might have house family out there, depending on, you know, what house you need.
Right.
Because there's a lot of different houses abroad now.
Right. Wow.
Shout out to the international ballroom scene.
Yeah, shout out to the international ballroom scene down.
Listen, New York will always be the hottest hot spot. So people are like, oh, we losing it, and it's no, we never will lose it. And we have, it's embedded here. It started here. It's not going nowhere from here. Especially if we start teaching here again. And that's just like with any state. Every state that's taking their time out to have their little functions or getting their houses together, just, you know, powwow and kiki, and those are the best times for y'all to teach each other.
Yes.
So be ready for them other houses on the runway.
Work. What do you know? Since we were talking about the whole legendary thing a little earlier, what do you think about? How do you feel? What's your opinions on, you know, the whole legendary status thing? What do you? How do you believe it to be? What does it really take to be a legend or icon? What does it really take to become and reach that achievement in the ballroom scene community?
I think you gotta put that work in. Like, if you can take a loss and take a loss and a win with the same grace. That's one thing of being a legend.
Word.
Putting in that work. I mean, like that suit that I had on for the latex bill for Michael Jackson, I made that myself.
Word. Yes.
We have to put that work in. The girls that, you know, I guess you could always tell who really came and who's been practicing and who went hard.
Ooh, you just like 70% of the book.
At the end of the day, you talking to the judges still, and I think it's real disrespectful to disrespect any judge on the panel at any time.
Yes.
Don't come.
Yeah.
Don't come. You too petty.
That's too ratchet.
You can't. If you cannot take that critique, you shouldn't hit the floor. Don't worry about the countdown to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't worry about that. Go sit down somewhere. We don't need you on the runway. You're interrupting. You're not ready. You're not ready. And that's it. Because if you can't disrespect the judge for their opinion, then you're not ready.
Right.
That's it. That's all for that.
And the children continue to carry with it.
And that's why they'll never be on that panel.
Wow.
You just can't.
They're ensuring they're thwarting their own success. Look that up. You're stopping your own success, baby. So anytime you can do something like that, you want to make it to legend, have it in your heart, first of all. Be legendary in your heart. Be willing enough to be this type of person that comes back over and over again.
Take stand and take responsibility with, you know, some of the chores and responsibilities into being a legend or icon if you really want to sit there and consider yourself a true icon, legend, or pioneer.
I say don't come up here expecting me to give you to you. You gotta come up here and make me give it to you.